You know what? I almost canceled this today.
Really?
Yeah. I was not...
something going on?
No. I
just didn't fucking feel like it.
Here's the thing. I'm trying not to force myself into these things because I'm like, oh, if I'm in a bad mood, it might show, and I don't want to be in a, like, shitty mood. But I got out, I like, fucking moved around a bit, I pedaled on my bike a little bit, and I was feeling better. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do this, and I'm not regretting it.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Fucking
I'm proud of you.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck
I'm proud of you for coming in here and doing this thing where we sit down and go through our stuff.
Honestly, there's always just the part of me that's a little bit worried that I'm going to be too cynical. You know, because, as I said, going through it the first time, I was feeling like, oh man, I don't want to look like I'm hating our fucking show. There's just so many things I do differently now.
But yeah, but now we're on to the better material.
Yeah. It is the better material.
It is. Like, I mean, there's a gradient curve that we're following on this.
Yeah.
Such as episode 19, which I think from this point forward, I think we're going to do these like one episode at a time. Just because they're starting to get longer too, because I think this was the point where YouTube lifted its, they changed the maximum length from 10 minutes to 20 minutes or something.
This is not the beginning of this video.
Yes, it is.
When does this start?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't edit these.
Oh my god.
This will be interesting.
Oh, great.
I'll be interested to see. But hey, let's get to the Ginyu Force.
Episode 19. Shut the fuck up, Gold. Shut the fuck up, Goldo.
The following is a non-profit fan base. The following is a non-profit fan. The following is a non-profit fan. The following is a non-profit fan base parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation.
Oh my god. Goldo's voice doesn't sound anything like it does now.
No, but then again, how many of the voices where they started ended up where they are? Especially considering Goldo was a 2-episode character. 1 episode here, and then he had 2 lines later.
By the way, I'm going to preface this now, because when we get to this scene, I'm going to hate it. There's a scene in here, I'm not proud of it, I'll say why when we get there, and yeah, it sucks, okay? Just, yeah.
Akira Toriyama, please support the official release.
We went all out for them, including changing the intro specifically for them.
Oh, right!
And together we are!
And Gon is 2 of the 5.
Yep.
Because he was just such a good Raccoon, too. And of course, Antfish's Ginyu is just...
Mwah. By the way, 2 things, actually. Ginyu, his voice was modeled a little bit after, I think it was Richard Newman from the Ocean dub.
Okay.
Yeah, that's specifically what I was kind of going for there.
Because, like, if you're like me and you grew up and,
you know, Ginyu always sounding like this!
Yeah, he had 2 voices originally before he hit Kai, then he was, R. Bruce Elliott. But the first 2 were, I think it was David Wells, and then the second one was Bryce Armstrong.
Bryce Armstrong, which, who, if you've ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho, is every other tertiary character.
And the narrator of the original Dragon Ball.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, we went more closer to the Ocean dub, which I'm personally a bigger fan of.
He's a bit more prim and proper, and it really fits, and Antfish fucking knocks it out of the park. And as usual.
The second thing was, Gan no Sponsor no Teikyo de Okirishimasu. I
don't know if that's in this episode, but it's
well, in the opening when you hear
gotcha.
Sendai, that's actually Julian Krabowski, another person from Daisenshuu EX that I just wanted to point out, helped me do a lot of translation work on a couple of different things. Just a generally really cool guy. So hey, Julian, hope you're doing well.
Hell yeah.
Sure is Zarbon in here.
Lord Frieza, thank you for this chance to serve.
As in they are faithful servants.
Quite. But before we get down to business, Jace?
Yes, sir, Captain. Here you go, Lord Frieza, the new up-to-date status.
A lot of people didn't realize that the song we're about to play was actually a song before Resurrection F. It's such a sick song!
It really is.
As you have been informed, Vegeta and a few other pests.
Oh, one thing I hate. I feel like an idiot. He has the scouter on, but it reads like.
Oh, it reads properly instead of backwards?
It should have read backwards. Scott, you idiot!
Fucking moron!
Have taken my Dragon Balls.
Whoa, Vegeta?
Little Veggie?
What's a Dragon Ball?
Raccoon can't
I like that Goldo can't wear a scouter.
Yeah, I know,
What's
right?
a Dragon Ball?
Yes, it turns out Zarbon and Dodoria weren't enough. I've called you 5 here to get them back.
Easy enough. Would you rather them dead or alive?
Either or.
Dead it is.
That's what he prefers.
Assemble!
Path of least resistance.
Speed of light and strength.
Which ironically is just slaughter.
Force shall make them fall. Lord King Cold's army strongest.
There's the King Cold.
We'll beat them all. Secure the course.
If trouble meets us as we pass,
We'll shove our fists
right up their ass! Ginyu Force, move out!
I think we went with the first draft on that rhyme.
I love the fact that we had the choice between shove our boot or shove our fist, and we specifically went with
Just
fist.
chose fist.
Yep.
It would be unfair to Goldo otherwise. His legs are too stubby.
We're dead! We are dead! All dead! All gonna die! Dead men be we! A cornucopia of pain and despair is coming our way to ensure our demise! We are so going to die! Now,
Slap him. Ow!
every fiber of my being wants to puke at once when I say this. But I need your hair. I need your hair.
You need our help?
That, yes.
All right, but if we're gonna be a team, we need a name.
No, we don't.
Ooh, I know. How about Team 3-Star?
What?
Well, we're a team, and there's
Three of us.
and
The Dragon Balls have stars on them. Team 3-Star. Now that's specifically a reference to the fact that people thought we called ourselves Team 4-Star because we had like four
Main
members. When literally it was just because of the 4-Star Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Actually, so, you know what? This is not a bad time. The name Team 4-Star. When we originally sat down, we actually kind of like threw around a couple of different names of what we wanted to call ourselves. I mean, we came up with Team 4-Star pretty quickly.
But I don't remember. Like, I might have pitched that out there. I don't know.
I think there was like Team Dragon, Team this, Team that, or like,
And then when the name Team 4-Star came, I was like, rolls off the tongue really well. It's it's iconic to the project that we're launching.
yeah, and it's not 5-star. We're not bragging, but
No,
you know,
we're kind of good.
but we think we're above average.
I think we're
above
all
3.
right.
Yeah, so Team
4 stars on Yelp. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
Maybe $1.50.
I think $2. $2 cents. Yeah.
That just makes me want to kill you even more. And you're still only the second most annoying bald.
God, his
person
head
I've
looks
had to
really
special
long
work
in
with.
that shot.
Depending on the animators.
I swear to God.
Okay.
Here's
Yeah.
your least favorite shot.
I'm just going to say it up front and I'll get it done really quickly. We did a sexual violence joke here. I'm not really a fan of it. If I could have rewritten it to be different, I probably would have just had the scene play out like it did in the original and then
Trigger
him just
warning.
Dragonball. Yeah. It's gross and I'm not a fan. That's all I got to say.
This was like a first draft joke, and not even really a joke, but it was definitely that mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid 2000 style of humor. That's all I got to say. Fuck your table.
Hello, Earthwoman.
You know, I gotta really think with an explosion that's gonna blow up a table, right?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
The Dragon Ball's right there!
Oh, I'm not here for the Dragon Ball.
What?
Spread 'em.
Taking the Dragon Ball. Bitch at me later.
Your hair looks stupid.
I do love that part though. She's like, your hair looks stupid. Yeah, Vegeta just insulting her for no reason on the way out.
If you don't mind me asking, what are we in for?
You ever watch Power Rangers?
No,
Ninja Turtles?
no,
Sailor Moon?
no,
Beetleborgs?
no,
VR Troopers?
Just
No.
every Sentai.
Cyber Squad?
no.
Tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills?
Oh yeah!
God damn it!
I gotta mention this. Thank my husband for that joke, actually.
Oh, really?
I was talking with him, I'm trying to come up with a way more, because he was listening to a script. This is when we were still sharing, like, one basic big room at our old apartment in Lake Charles, and he heard me scripting, and then he suggested tattooed teenage
Alien fighters from
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the dumbest, that can't be real. I looked it up, it was
real.
The fate of the Earth depends on these tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills.
Tattooed teenage alien fighters.
It was awful, and we absolutely had to use it.
Yes, we made it here before the Ginyus.
Were those bones there before?
Let's get this over with. What the?
I mean, he
hell
has
is
to eat.
doing?
I
I
guess.
don't think we can trust you.
Where did he find an Namekian
Pledge your
bovine
allegiance to Team 3-Star.
that had no legs?
That actually looked like a sea creature.
Maybe.
Hi, Ginyu.
Hi.
Son of a beast! Why the f does all this f***ing shit happen to me?
Jace, please.
Sorry, Captain. My scat is a bit chunky.
With a goddamn pig!
Are you done?
By the way, I want to point out 90% of the Australian slang in this was just gone, going crazy, and the other 10% was stupid bullshit we looked up online.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, to cut straight to the point, I want those 2 Dragon Balls you have there.
Oh, so that's a Dragon Ball.
Supposedly there are 7
that's
in
what it
total, if
is.
my reports
I
are
love
correct.
Goldo. I really
And the
do.
other 5 are... Right behind you!
My God, man, you just cannot!
Shut up when I'm scared, I know. I once had a crush on a little Indian boy that I thought was a girl.
That's actually a reference to the old Dragon Ball.
Yep, Oopa.
Yeah, some people had no idea that was a thing. He had an...
Actual thing. Like, he had an attraction to Oopa.
Yeah, they were both kids. He's like, oh, she's so cute. And Oopa's like, I'm a dude.
What does that say about me? No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, just don't question it.
Please kill him. Seriously, he won't be missed.
Well, I do believe that accounts
His
for
neck! Oh my god!
Before I take these Dragon Balls and leave my associates...
They needed a long neck because his traps are massive.
As a matter of fact, there is.
Oh,
Old
Look at
Spice!
your men. Now back to me. Now look back at your men. Back to me. I am not your men.
I'm flipping you off.
Now look at the ground. Back to me. Where's the Dragon Ball? It's gone.
We wrote this with...
There is not a damn thing you can...
Here you go, boss.
We wrote that with no knowledge of how you were going to edit it.
Yeah, I liked it.
You can't beat my speed. I'm the fastest in the universe.
Why do I voice Burner, Corin, and Yajirobe? Why do I voice those 3 characters?
Well, they're all placed very differently. Birder is very front heavy.
Basically, I have to, give it some whisper and a lot of noises.
And then Corin
is basically all the way up the front.
Yajirobe is all chest.
Yeah, it's just, why would you have me voice those 3? Why did we say yes to that?
I don't know. I wasn't going to question it. I was already voicing like half the main cast.
Although I gotta admit, in Hiffle, now that I'm playing Birder, I'm just kind of leaning into him being kind of this just normal fucking dude with a little bit of the gay in there. Just every once in a while, just a little bit of that. It's
little bit of sass.
Weirdly enough, playing him in Hiffle was my favorite time to play him because I just get to be...
Hiffle has been fun to write just because, and I know we're not really talking about Hiffle here, but just because...
We have the Ginyus though. So.
Yeah, but you get to like just kind of really work on the personality of all the characters. It's just like, how do they interact with each other? Let's play with that. And that's, I think, has always been one of our favorite things to write with.
I know, right?
That's what Jay said.
We're all
Thank
going
you.
to die anyway, so... Baldy, break the ball! What the...
Oh, I love this bit. Because he does try, and initially, like, in the normal show, Goldo steals it right away. But it's also kind of established that the Dragon Balls are maybe indestructible.
Yeah.
One sec.
What? Where did it go?
See this, Vegeta? This is for all the times you used to embarrass me.
By the way, you can really tell I'm leaning into a lot more of the sound effects work.
Yeah,
and
no, you got further and further into sound design as we went on.
And part of that, I should mention this. We probably won't do a commentary series for Hellsing because we absolutely want Taka present for something like that. By the way, shout out to Taka, poor guy. I know he wanted to be
trapped
on these.
in Canada.
Trapped in fucking Canada. I am so sorry, my northern brother. But it was because of Hellsing, actually, that really got me into more sound design. Like, because I wanted to step it up with Hellsing so much because it was a newer series that I was really trying to make it sound as close to the actual show as possible. That's why the sound design in Abridged, whatever, got so much better. And you can really tell in these particular episodes.
Hey, Vegeta, how's it going?
I love that they just speak so casually.
You want a biscuit, boy? You want a biscuit?
Do you think I'm a dog?
Have a biscuit.
I love this running joke.
And now it'll be
That was
you
Taka's
who
big
rolls
pitch.
over
It's
a
like,
blazed
just needs to throw dog treats at him. And he just wanted to do his sideshow Bob stepping on a rake bit.
Dragon Balls to Lord Frieza. It's time for everyone's favorite game.
Oh, yeah.
Wheel of Death!
Now, for the folks viewing at home, the rules are simple.
Galact TV.
My men will spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, he kills.
What the? When did you have time to set this up? And is that a camera? What kind of sadistic retard watches this crap?
Naughty.
Love this show.
Oh, fuck. By the way, Dragon Ball in the background. That would not have happened today.
Yeah, I think there's also a point where it shows him and the Galact TV thing stays on while it shows him.
Yeah.
But
Whoops.
whatever.
Bloopers. Oh no, we fucked up.
You know what? That's just a recreation. Like, that's just a recreation. It's something
A,
like, this is what you're looking for.
recreational Dragon Ball. He bought it off a website.
Yeah.
It's not an actual Dragon Ball, but
It's synthetic.
All right, first contestant.
Come on, Vegeta. Come on, Vegeta.
It's funny, because Vegeta just would have torn him apart.
Respin.
Lucky little bastard got 2 of them.
All right, let's give this sucker a spin.
Congratulations! You've just won a free, all-expense-paid trip to Space Australia!
Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me.
Here's where we got to lean into this.
Spice Oz. That's my own planet.
Wait, hold on. You're from Australia?
Spice Australia. Or more specifically, Spice Brisbane.
Go Space Broncos!
By the way, he originally wanted to do Space Sydney, because Space Sydney with the alliteration. But then it would have been the Sydney Swans, and it was like, nah, it's got to be Space Swans?
Broncos.
No, Space Broncos. It had to be.
So, it's like Australia.
In
Spice.
Gotta be careful though, Berta.
Spice Dingle, Space Babe.
Like me sister.
Poor Sheila.
Can we play?
I like... Is her name Sheila? Or is he just using the Australian word Sheila?
Hard to say.
Please get on with this.
Although, he does have a sister.
Is it his
Bonyu,
sister?
right?
I can't remember if she's his sister.
Piss
Maybe.
off, you great bloomin' pinwheel.
Oh, great. That means Vegeta goes to...
Yes! In your face!
I loved writing for Raccoon.
I bet you did.
Taka and I both did. And we actually brought Antfish in to help write the next episode. Because we're all wrestling marks. And we really wanted to go the pro wrestling angle with him because what all the other dubs seem to do is just make him like a really stupid meathead and like, you know, borderline mentally handicapped at times with some of the voices, which that's a way to go. But he's a performer, man. Like, he goes out there for this shit. So making him a professional wrestler just seemed like the right twist on him.
So that's why in the original Japanese, there's nothing about the way that he speaks or talks that makes him sound like a total meathead, which is the reason I was like, when we went into this, I was like, I don't want to go like the...
My name's Raccoon. It rhymes with doom.
Yeah, I didn't want to go like... They went fucking Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, a bit.
In the original Ocean dub. Then they just went kind of short bus with the fucking Funimation dub. So I was like, you know what? Let's do something different and just kind of make him a full-on wrestling performer, which as somebody who didn't watch wrestling, I was like, oh, you guys, please write this.
Like I said, we brought in Antfish to help like spice up some of his promo dialogue.
Absolutely great. I really do like it.
Hell yeah. It really worked out for him.
I swear, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
All right, gang. It's time for me to head off. Try not to mess up your uniforms and be back by 0500.
Yes, Captain.
I like how he plays the patriarchy in this.
So,
yeah, he's just like, oh, you go get him, my boys.
Over there?
Yeah, that's Goldo. Have fun with him.
Any strategies?
Throw dog treats at him.
Oh, that helped.
I'll find it hilarious.
Well, come on, Gohan. We're strong enough to take this guy. Just keep your guard up.
That's right. Keep on your guard. Don't drop it. Not even for an instant.
What are you going on about?
I love that.
First of all, love that edit.
Yeah.
One of my favorite early edits that I did.
Going on about? Whoa.
Second, before the JoJo anime came out, so a lot of people like didn't know this was a JoJo reference until way later.
Until like the remade anime. You mean?
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah.
the
There was the original OVA that came out that technically did have it, and then there was the game, which is how most people were familiar with the world. So it's really interesting to watch this age better. This joke aged better over time.
Not to mention, it went full circle because eventually they would add crap baskets into Stardust Crusaders.
Thank you. I wanted to mention that earlier. Yes. So in an episode of Stardust Crusaders, the dub specifically, baby, Manish Boy, actually says crap baskets. And when I asked the writer, I'm like, yo, was that actually a roast or a show? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
So big shout out there. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You see that? That was just a taste of my power.
Of course, it means nothing to a superhuman.
What was that?
Right.
That was supposed to crush you.
Gohan, did you see it? His power. He can
Stop time?
Summon steamrollers.
You sure about that?
Positive. Go for him.
you fool!
That does imply you had to stop time long enough to go and find a steamroller on Namek. Which,
My psychic powers
the absurdity
are
of that I love.
unrivaled in all the galaxy. You stood there and mocked me. The whole world stood there and mocked me.
We just met
but
you!
Now you find yourselves slaves to my whim. Feel the earth fall out.
Oh, I should point out, the inspiration for this voice, specifically for Taka, was from Harvey Birdman. Dr. Insano?
No. Dr. Reducto.
Dr. Reducto, yeah. That was the inspiration.
I will shrink you!
I will shrink you! That's actually his,
I will make you fun size!
Yeah, a lot of actors have lines, I think they're called trigger lines, actually, that we use to get into character. I will shrink you! I will make you fun size! Those are the lines that he always uses to get into Kalto's voice.
Does he still do that?
Yeah!
That's funny.
From under you, your world shatter, as I am.
God, the graininess on the close-up.
Why can't I feel my everything?
I do love that line. Why can't I feel my everything?
This is the end of the road. The end for me.
God damn, Vegeta decapitates a lot of people.
I wonder. Will I dream? I fucking hate you.
I know.
BAM! Son of a gum-chewing funk monster! Why the fruit does all this funny stuff happen to me? Forget
the actual
my
line that was
life.
censored, by the way.
Always surrounded by miserable, failing clods, like this whole world just likes to bend me over and find me in the Alps, like I'm some sort of schlock receptacle. Well, as far as I care, these miserable cows can have a fancy barbecue with a goddamn pig.
All a reference to our love for weird TV edits for R-rated movies.
Yeah, to be clear, that's not the actual line that's in the shot.
Did I actually record an explicit version?
You did, specifically because when you actually censor the what do you call it?
The words?
Yeah, when you actually censor them, it doesn't actually sound like them. It doesn't really sound that close to them. So, but yeah, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
Big Lebowski reference.
Yeah, I'm tired of these Monday to Friday snakes. No, monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And all of those are just terrible. But we love them because they're so terrible, and that's kind of our homage to that.
Yeah. Well, the Ginyus are here. Goldo's now dead. And now we get to move on to probably one of my favorite parts of Namek in the Mechamania.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, we have so much to talk about next time.
On this thing that we're doing.